Yesterday, I talked about what happens to your body if you stop training for 2 weeks. Today, I want to talk about the other side of that, nutrition on holiday. Because for a lot of people, 2 weeks off unmanaged eating does more damage than 2 weeks out of the gym ever could. But before we go any further, I'm Gym Freak. At 51, I'm rebuilding my physique, strength and performance while helping busy professionals do the same. On this page, you'll find practical training, nutrition, and mindset strategies based on real-world experience, not bro science. Now, I'm going to be honest with you about how I personally handle this because I think it's more useful than generic advice. I carry a food scale on holiday. I weigh what I eat. I log everything every single day. Is that extreme? Some people think so, but I know my body. I know my metabolism doesn't forgive me when I drift, and I know how fast it shows if I stop paying attention. So I manage it. That's my reality, and I own it. But I also want to be clear, I'm not in a deficit on holiday. I'm not trying to lose fat while I'm sitting by a pool. I aim for maintenance. I know my TDEE, which is my total daily energy expenditure. I see it from my watch. It accounts for my activity level that day, and I make sure my food intake lands on or around that number. Now, it's not below it, not above it, just maintenance. Hold what I built and enjoy the holiday, come back ready to push again. Now, buffets and restaurants. This is where most people fall apart, not because the food is bad, but because the portions are invisible and the temptation to keep going is everywhere. My approach is simple. Prioritize protein at every meal. Fill the rest of the plate with vegetables and complex carbs where possible. And avoid mindless extras like the bread basket you didn't need, the dessert out of habit, the second portion because it is just there. One plate, good choices, move on, and enjoy your holiday. Alcohol side, I drink lightly, 1 or 2 drinks on a good day. But the rule is simple. If it fits within my daily macro targets, it happens. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. Alcohol has calories and sugar. If I drink, I reduce the fruit intake that day to compensate. The macros still have to add up by the end of the day. There is no emotional decision making around it. This is just numbers. Now, I understand that not everyone tracks the way I do, and that is fine. If you don't want to weigh your food on holiday, focus on these 3 things. Hit your protein target every single day. Stay roughly around your maintenance calories and keep the alcohol within reason. That's it. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be consistent enough not to undo 6 months of hard work in 2 weeks. And the foundation of all this is knowing your number. If you don't know your TDEE, if you don't know how many calories your body actually needs on a rest day versus a training day, you're making decisions without the most important piece of information. And this is where I can help. If you want to know your TDEE and how to manage your nutrition on holiday around your specific goals, drop me a DM. I will help you figure it out. Now, let's build step by step and see you on the next one. Thank you, guys.